All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to everybody. Hey, it's me, Wanda. Oh my goodness. Yeah, y'all see the little pigtails on my head this morning. I got four. It's a little bit damp. I was supposed to wash my hair yesterday, but guys, after being out in the garden all day, pretty much, might as well say, I took yesterday as a day of relaxation. So I got up super early this morning, probably like around 4:30, 5 o'clock maybe, and washed my hair. So, as you know, yesterday was I celebrated my 24th year anniversary because it was my 24 years of surviving a stroke. Yes, I'm a stroke survivor. Yeah, I am. So I didn't have all this hair when I had my stroke because they had to cut all my hair off. Yeah, so good morning, Jeffrey. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Look, I'm just coming in to bring a little word this morning. Um, well, thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you. I went live yesterday, but I couldn't see my comments, and so I think a couple of people living in my purpose told me, and so did J3GS Farms. They said they couldn't comment because I kept saying I don't see my comments or whatever. So she said I hit, and I went back in a couple of my latest videos, and I'm like, ain't no comments turned off, and I went back in my settings, everything was good. So that's what living in my purpose told me last night. So she was like, I guess when I got ready for my to set up for my live yesterday, I clicked yes, it's made for kids. So anyway, good morning, Jeffrey. Are you at work? I go to work in about an hour and a half. Well, something like that. Okay. I'm just bringing in the word this morning. So um, I had to go and water my mom's garden yesterday. Well, yesterday evening, I up potted a pear tree, Jeffrey. I had it in the plastic garbage can that was here on our property when we first moved here. So I at the time it was a hole already in it. So I put the pear tree in the garbage can. It's been in there about 3 years. So the pears did not get that big. Plus whatever pears, it kept falling because the garbage can kept falling because whenever we had a storm, it was just I would look and I go out there and it's on the ground. Plus when we were on the cruise, I think that Sunday we left. I think a windstorm came through, and when I got back home, it was on the ground. So I'm like, okay, you know what? We're gonna put it in the ground. But Jeffrey, the ground is so freaking hard. I mean, I went out there Thursday and Friday trying to dig a hole at least at least at least 6 feet deep. I'm serious. That's how that yeah, that's how yeah. No, it ain't that tall. So at least 4 feet deep. So you know what? Yesterday I had a whiskey barrel planter that I had bought from Walmart about 2 years ago. It is 40 inches, a 40-gallon container. Put it like that. Holes already drilled in there. So you know what I did, Jeffrey? I took that garbage can, turned it on its side, and I thought I hadn't watered the peach tree. I mean the pear tree in a couple of days because I knew I wanted to put it in the ground. So what I did was I turned the garbage can on its side and I pulled the tree out. I pulled the tree out and I came in the house and I got I keep a coffee can where I collect my food scraps, my coffee grinds, and stuff like that. Banana peels, I just throw it in the coffee can until I'm actually ready to put it in my composter. So I was like, you know, what better time to use this? So I got the barrel prepared. I like soil. What all did I put it in? I put some soil in there. Then I put the eggshells in there. Then I did, what do you call it? I cut the root ball back a lot. I cut the root ball because I could feel that the tap root it had circled around in there, and I loosened up the roots a little bit, and I cut more, and so I added some more soil. Then I put the tree in there. I had my husband come by to help me because I wanted the tree to stand up right. Because other than that, it was leaning over on the fence, and like I said, the squirrels and stuff could get to it. So as I put soil in there, I dumped that can of compost. In there. It's gonna some worms gonna get created really, really quickly. And living in my purpose is still like dealing with no dirt. uh but and we my husband stood up right, and I just added soil to it, and I gave it some worm castings and other things, slow release fertilizer as well. So it is in this home that's gonna be his permanent home. I did want it closer to I kind of did want it close to the fence, but like I said, the squirrels and stuff was getting they got my nectarines. That's enough. So next year I know better. I'm gonna cover it up with some netting. I'm gonna be smart about it. So Jeffrey, the next what I gotta do. Let me see. Today when I get out of work, Jeffrey, it is hot here. We are under a heat advisory. We really are. We're under a heat advisory. Oh my gosh. So when I get out of work at 5, I'm not gonna wait till this evening. I'm gonna go ahead, cause what was it? Sunday I was over to my mom's house. Yeah, I went and pruned one end of the all the tomatoes that's overgrown. I wait everything that was laying on the ground with Jeffrey. I cut it. So on this end, the same thing. Really, yes, I have tomatoes all on the ground, growing on the ground. So I'm gonna cut those as well. So if it's two different types of tomatoes in there. One the school gave her, and the other one I don't know what kind it is. I planted it, but Jeffrey, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do a plant identifier on it for real. So today when I get off work, I got to go and prune that. They're gonna be gone all week. So I'm gonna go on and do that. I may try to go on and do it all, Jeffrey. I'm gonna try. That way today and tomorrow, all I have to do is worry about watering the garden and harvesting any tomatoes that may be out there that turn red. Because like I said, the more I prune Sunday, I was finding more red tomatoes. I'm like, wow, but plus the cosmos plant that the school had given my mom, it is like this. So it is sheltering some of the tomatoes. It is. So I've never dealt with a cosmos, so I'm gonna have to do my homework. I may consider pruning it. It's a little beauty attraction, but it's intermingling, or put like this, tomatoes are intermingling with it. So, and then the round zucchini is, man, all I have to do really is water it, and I will have 2 laying out on the ground when I go back. Trust me, but it is time to fertilize everything. I could put down some bone meal and some blood meal and be through with it for the put like this for the summer, or until we decide, until the garden stops producing, whatever. So, but I got to do that. I'm glad I got my pear. I'm glad I got it planted, up potted and planted. That was one major thing that I was worried about. Next is gonna be my nectarine tree. My nectarine tree is good morning. Hey, Miss Brenda Huckabee, how are you doing? Good morning. I'm doing good. I'm just going live a little bit before work. I'm just saying how yesterday went, everything I did and what I got to do today in the garden. I'm going to tackle my mom's garden as far as all the tomato plants. And then, oh my gosh, I have a video dropping this morning at 8. And Miss Brenda, how are you doing? Ain't nothing going on. Like I said, I'm just going live before work. I normally have a little coffee and I bring the word a little bit. I don't preach. I just read the passage for today. That's all. But Jeffrey, I also I do my nectarine tree. I have got to really and seriously. It's in a 50-gallon grow bag, Jeffrey. I'm gonna have to have some help to to up pot it. Yes, I am I'm gonna need some help really, really bad. I do have one planter that I have bought specifically for it. I didn't think I was gonna be putting it in a 50-gallon grow bag, but I did. I did have some nectarines on there, but like I said, the squirrels and the possums got it. So they were small, and I was so happy. Her name is Bernice. That is yes, that is my what do you call it? That's my nectarine tree's name. But my muscadine grapevine, I cannot wait. I cannot wait. It is. I trimmed it last week. Or pruned. Well, no. Week before last, I pruned it, and then I got the little garden spot. What do you call it? We eat it and stuff like that. So, just talking about what's going on in the garden. So you can tell the atmosphere is changing. It is now time to start planning for fall. It is, whether we are ready or not. Like I say, some things are not producing very well in our garden. Well, I know. I thank you, Miss Brenda. Thank you. I thank you. And I also came on, and I want to say I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. Um um Miss Brenda, thank you. I'm going to check your channel out. Like I say, I just give me time, y'all, because working 8 to 5, trying to take care of 2 gardens and a household. It's some work. But yes, Miss Brenda, I just decided to do an impromptu live. Like I did one yesterday and Sunday while I was out in the backyard before church. I went live to talk about being over well, it I guess being overwhelmed in the garden. And it happens to all of us. It happens to all of us for so many different reasons. It is. Welcome, Miss Brenda. I thank you for joining us this morning. And like I said, I want to thank you to all of my subscribers because yesterday, y'all, my numbers went up. I'm happy. I don't care if it goes up by 1 or 2. That means that my content is reaching somebody and that it's clickable. Now, whether you choose to sit there and watch the whole thing, I don't know, but I hope so. I'm still trying to navigate my way. Like I said, I've been up since 4 this morning. I was scroll what they call it, scrolling YouTube. Yeah, scrolling YouTube, consuming content. And I don't mind. I love supporting other people. I love supporting other people when I have the time. But sometimes when I'm on a mission to try to find what I need, I try to find this. Just going through other just like YouTube is a search engine. So I try to find a video or something that can answer my question. And I guess that's what really all of us that have thank you, Miss Brenda, all of us that have YouTube channels. And good morning. Who else is in here with us? That's what we should be aiming for when we produce content. It's getting in there. It's getting in there. It's getting in there. It's getting in there. We need to be, like they say, solving a problem, but I'm not gonna say solving a problem, but we need to be producing content that is, I guess, answering a question for somebody, educating somebody on something, so that like I say, I'm watching everybody else's content from people who were content creators from like last year and 5 and 10 years ago. I watched Think Media, Sean Connell, I think Connolly, I think, but I'm watching other people to educate myself, to and I guess, like I said, my content is finding its way out there, and I'm so proud of me because I never thought about starting a channel. I was told 2 years ago to start a channel, and I didn't. And then when the hashtag WG 2024 competition kicked off, still didn't know how to what do you call it, start a channel. So I reached out to someone in the garden community. She told me what to do, and I legged around for a month, and I finally just okay. I started doing my research, and yeah, it is easy. People want to know what other people are going through. You don't have to tell everything, because we're not alone out here in this world, y'all. We are not alone in whatever we may be going through. Personal problems, finances, work issues, gardening. I mean, everything has a lesson. You gotta sit there and listen and grab what is this, like, what is this doing for me? What can I get out of this? So I'm dead serious. So like I said, it started getting there as far as like the content that I'm gonna be producing, not producing, you know, um, the content that I am making. So it's related. My content relates to my life, but things around me that I see that I can make a video on. I may have to sit and do my homework for a week or so, write it out, script it up, and like we were in want to say like we were in speech class, and even in English, we had to memorize. We had, memorize, because our teacher didn't want us getting up there with a paper in front of us. She wanted us to get up there, especially in speech, and talk, deliver the speech, deliver the poem, whatever. We had to know it. So that's what I'm trying to do with my content. As I'm researching it, some things are sticking. A lot of things are sticking, mainly because I like it. I like what I'm finding out, as far as whatever content I'm covering, and some things that I know I have a little bit of knowledge on. You know, I am I can talk about it, no problem. So yeah, like I said, coffee and conversation before work. So I'm going to go ahead and dive in for today. Yeah. So July 22nd. All right. Find freedom through seeking to please me above all else. You can only have one master. When you let others' expectations drive you, you scatter your energy to the winds. Your own desire to look good can also drain your energy. I am your master, and I do not drive you to be what you are not. Your pretense displeases me, especially when it is in my service. Concentrate on staying close to me at all times. It's impossible to be inauthentic while you are focusing on my presence. Ephesians 6, 5, chapter 5, Ephesians 5, verses 8 through 10, Matthew 23, verse 8, and Matthew 6, 1. That is true. That is so true. Man, that is so true. Yep, that is so true. That yes. So I'm gonna go back a day. Like I said, I get up and I read this. I read this, and right here it says, "Rest in my presence when you need refreshment." Resting is not necessarily idleness, as people often perceive it. When you relax in my company, you are demonstrating trust in me. Trust is a rich word laden with meaning and direction for your life. I want you to lean on me, trust me, and be confident in me. When you lean on me for support, I delight in your trust and confidence. Many people turn away from me when they are exhausted. They associate me with duty and diligence. So they try to hide from my presence when they need a break from work. How this saddens me. As I spoke through my prophet Isaiah, in returning to me and resting in me, you will be saved. In quietness and trust shall be your strength. That's coming from Psalms 91:1, Proverbs 3:5, and Isaiah 30:15. Y'all, that is so true. Yes, when problems come up, man, we try to find solutions in every which way. We try with all our might, with all our human might, to try to find the answers, and all along the answers is in God. We run from God. We forget that He is there as in our times of worry, in our times of need, in our time of trouble. That is so true. We forget about Him. Like I say, He has His angels encamped all around us. I I grew up in the church. I grew up in the church. But when I got sick, and this is so true, when I got sick and I was in my hospital room, I was the only person in my room. Y'all, and I'm not crazy. I had an angel with me. I actually saw my angel and I talked to him. I had Gabriel as my he there are many angels, but this one specifically was with me, and his name is Gabriel. So for real, tears are coming in my eyes. But I had Gabriel with me while I was in the hospital. My family was 30 minutes away. So they came down not every day. They came down mainly on the weekends to see me. So therefore, I was there, let's say, alone really 7 days a week. I had family who lived in the vicinity to come by and spend some time with me, but for the most part, I was alone. I had Gabriel with me and I had God with me. God, like I said, God has his angels encamped all around us. They are waiting for our command to. They're waiting. They're waiting on command from us to do what we need. They are, and it was not until oh my gosh, it had to break me down. I was broke down to the freaking ground. I was, because I came back here to Mississippi. I couldn't walk. I came. I came back in a wheelchair, y'all. I couldn't walk. I couldn't walk at all. God humbled me. God humbled me all the way. You want to know? Did he get? Yes, he got my attention, and that's when I started paying attention to my life. And like I say, I don't know. I noticed, and I'm like, something is in this room with me. And many times I saw Gabriel sitting to the left of me. And I'm not playing. I'm not saying I had an angel on this shoulder and a devil on this one, but Gabriel was in my room. He was with me. He's still with me. But I saw a lot of, I guess you want to say, I don't know, spiritual things going on in my room. And I'm thankful because, like I said, God humbled me. God brought me back to Him. God brought me back to Him. He did. God humbled me. God got my attention. This has been 24 years, and I'm thankful to be here and alive. You know, um, yes, I celebrate the holidays, but when that time of the year, meaning Thanksgiving and Christmas come, I I could care less about gifts because I'm thankful just to be among my family and friends. So for real. I'm so thankful to just have my friends to be here. I know what condition I came back home in. like I said, not being able to walk. I came home in a wheelchair. I shuffled like a little old lady. I had a seizure condition as a result of my stroke. Because other than that, I was completely healthy, or at least I thought. But God humbled me and He brought me back home. This is where I needed to be. Because when I got grown, I'm gonna say it like that. When I got grown, I said I'll never come back home. Not saying I never come back home on my own accord. I'll do whatever I gotta do to support myself financially. That's what I meant. I don't mean getting out there in the streets. I mean, I don't care if I had to work 23 jobs to make it. I wasn't coming back home. But God had other plans for me. And like I said, God humbled me, and God brought me back home and brought me back home in His presence. And I thank Him for that. I do. Y'all, I do. Ooh, I guess this is a testimony before work. Oh my gosh, I didn't know. I talked a little bit about it yesterday, but I'm thankful. I don't have to have gifts at no time, because I'm just so thankful to be here with my family. That I sit back. I have nephew, because at the time, I didn't have any nephews and nieces. My nieces are grown; they're grown, and I do have some nephews who one is 2, one about to be sent off to college and things like that. And I have a husband now, which then, hey, I was single, so. No, I don't have any kids, but he has kids. He has 2 grown kids, so we have plenty of grandkids. I think we have 6, I think. And there's some booger bears. I know I love kids. Yeah, and I'm very patient. So, but like I say, I'm very thankful, very, very, very thankful. You know, um, very thankful. I wish I could sing. I promise you, I would sing a song, but I can't sing. No, I mean, I'm just saying, that's not my gift. That's not my gift at all. Yeah, y'all can laugh at me, but that's not my gift at all. That's not my gift. No. I love me some Vicky Yohe, some Yolanda Adams, Jacqueline Carr. I love music, period. So I no, I don't discriminate on music. I love music, period. That really was that's my I love music. I'm not gonna say that's my background, but I love music. I mean, bluegrass. I mean, what's it? Grassroots. All of it. I can find something to tune into. So, um, yes, Miss Brenda, have you eaten breakfast yet? I know I'm going on and going on and going on, Miss Brenda. But yeah, Miss Brenda. Actually, I'm going. I'm gonna check your channel out today. On my lunch, I am, and you're gonna see. I'm going. I'm going. I know you're one of my subscribers. I'm going to check your channel out. But like I said, I asked for time to go through so I can watch everybody's channel. No, I haven't eaten either. But and I mean, I don't know whose video I watched last night. Oh my gosh. My phone is in the other room. I don't know what state she was in, but all I saw, and I could tell it was evening time, and I saw the mountains in the background. Y'all, I love the mountains. When I stayed in Nevada, and I used to stay in Reno. I worked at the casino in accounting. Um, I'm a numbers girl. I love numbers. I love dealing with numbers. I could either take the main street, which was Virginia Avenue, into work, or I can hit the interstate and go around. I was like, by car, I was 5 minutes away from work. Walking, I could get there in like 15, about 15 minutes. Yeah. But going in, driving into work, Miss Brenda, oh my gosh, it was a beautiful scenery. Oh, it was just breathtaking. And then I used to work at Peppermill. I used to work at first. I used to work at Fitzgerald's when I first moved to Reno. And man, we were on the west end of the strip. I'm just gonna say strip. It was Virginia Avenue. And I think we were on like the 10th floor or something. Oh my gosh. And I had a basically a panoramic view of the mountains. I mean, we had windows all the way around in that building, on my floor. And you know what? I got my work done, but sometimes I sit there, um, and I just used to adore the mountains. And I could tell when the weather was changing, the snow coming in and things like that. I think I stayed there, a year. And then who I had originally interviewed with was Peppermill. I ended up going there. It ended up, look, some of the co-workers were related from Fitzgerald to Peppermint. They were related. We were up on like the 15th floor in that building, and I mean the view was awesome, very awesome. I loved it. But I forgot who's like she went live, but I wasn't in her live. I could just watch her video. And like I say, the mountains are stunning. Miss Brenda, oh, you just started. You know what? Miss Brenda, I'm gonna say this. You can vlog. I'm gonna be a little encouragement for you, because I was the same way. I'm like, what can I I'm for real, what can I produce content on? You can vlog, because what I started it out first, like I say, it was the WIG 2024 competition, and we had to show a video getting started, the progress and things like that. But when I had baked my soil, like doing Thanksgiving for the competition, right? To not have nets in the house, baby. By Christmas, it drove me crazy. So I bought some little sticky traps so that when the nets got close, they would put like this. They eventually went away. So I didn't finish the competition. I did not finish the competition. Boy, I did not. Them nets drove me freaking crazy. And so I'm gonna be honest. What I want to do, I want to do the snail roll method for some peppers, a bell pepper, and another purple Cherokee purple. Yeah, I want to I don't even know Miss Brenda, come on now. Hold on. You know what, Miss Brenda, what I found there, I'm 53. I'm 53. There are people. I'm so for real. When I started my channel and I was looking at everybody else's content, YouTube is gonna throw people at you. Not on me. They're gonna throw channels at you to watch. But there are people who are 50 plus, 60, 70, 80 who have started, and they're doing great. I'm old school and don't even know how to work phone, the computer, anything else. So I don't think so. And I don't know what that means. No, what means? Okay. Do you okay? So you do. So you have a channel, right? You can look, I'm an Android girl, meaning I'm an Android girl. I don't have an iPhone, but most everybody that I watch has an iPhone. But you can take your phone and video yourself doing certain things. Take something you're good at and show yourself doing it, whether it's cooking, knitting, crocheting, gardening, painting, anything. Yes, vlog. I mean, okay, I'm gonna tell you this. Don't have no music in your videos. You will get a strike. Or tell you what, if you do, let's say you go to Walmart and you vlog. Don't make it so evident. You can do a voiceover on that video, or you can put music on top of that video. And I'm gonna be honest. I don't have anybody helping me when it comes to things like that. I'm YouTube University and Google. They the same thing. I'm dead serious. Because I'm gonna be honest, at this point, I'm trying to they call it vlog or vlogging. Like when I first started, aside from the competition, I was like, let me see how this works. So I bought myself a little tripod, a handheld tripod, and I set my phone up. And yes, I learned how to vlog. I went walking. That's how I kind of got started, got a little bit familiar, because you want to get yourself comfortable in front of this little camera right here. You want to get comfortable in front of the camera. And I'm going to say that me personally, I've come out. I'm not shy, but I can tell that I've changed. Yes, I've changed. A good thing. It's a good thing. The creativity is flowing out. Like I said, I never thought that I would have a channel. But so do you have an Android or do you have an iPhone? No, you're just taking your okay, all you're doing is going into YouTube Studio. Well, no. You can do it you can't go live yet. So basically what you're going to do is take your phone, go into your camera settings. You are going to adjust your camera settings. I forgot because you wanted on so many frames per second, you wanted to film in 4K, things like that. And basically it's okay, just like taking a picture. You're gonna have photo, you're gonna have video, you're gonna have little options when you go to your camera. Photo, take a picture. Video, you that's what you do. You press video, and you have an iPhone. And so I think a lot of people do go vertical when they vlog, but I think someone said the best thing to do is do it horizontally. So go the long way with your phone and scan slowly. That way people can intake your environment. They're seeing what you're doing. So I promise you, you can get this. I promise you, you can get this. All right. All I ask is that you have a positive mindset. And like they say, if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, I already have ideas written down on paper. Go ahead and kind of create your content. You don't have to post it right now. Look, I don't edit. I don't edit at all. Everything is raw. I'm just gonna be for real until I learn how to edit. And like I said, at this point, I got my banner on my page. I don't know if I want an intro. I definitely want an outro. So I definitely want an outro for my videos. So just to make things more, what is it called, aesthetic, to the eye, pleasing to the eye, soft on the eye. Because my goal is, yes, I do want to get monetized. I will be happy. I think that's what we all want, is to get monetized. But you have to have a positive mindset, Miss Brenda. Like I say, I'm gonna tell you this: get a tablet, get a tablet, and get a pen, and write down your interests. And we can sit down and pick that apart. I can throw some things at you, and I don't mind helping. I like I said, I'm new, I'm getting started, but I can come up with some ideas for you. If that would be good, if there's something that you want to do. So, but do that for me. Like I say, get a tablet and get a pen and write down our things you like to do. Cause that's how I still do it. I take a tablet with me to work, and I always have a pen. I mean, I'm all look. No. You tell me you old school. I'm old school. I'm so old school that I'm gonna say this. I'm so old school. I had an interview. I had an interview last year. And so I'm preparing for the interview with the traditional questions. Maybe when I stepped off into that interview, they had questions coming at me left and right. Then I'm like, what? What type of, I'm serious. And I know it probably displayed on my face, like, what type of questions are these? I'm like, man, this is not what I'm used to. So guess what? I had to step up my game. I wrote down the questions. I did. I wrote down the questions that they asked me. And guess what? I think I had like four. I'm just saying. I had like 4 or 5 interviews that year, almost back to back, and the same type of questions just coming out. It ain't no more. Tell me about yourself. No, though that's what it was back then. But now, and then even preparing my resume. The old school resume, no ma'am, that does not work. They have AI reading your resume for the company, or the company has AI reading the resume for them. So therefore, I knew that a lot of jobs that I had applied for, I was getting discouraged. Trust me, I was getting discouraged in 2020, 2022, 2023, because I wasn't hearing back from companies, and my resume went into that black hole, basically somewhere out there in the universe, until I learned from somebody. And I was subscribed to a couple of people who have channels that promote seeking jobs. The what is it, the applicant track, the ATS system reads your resume, and so therefore I had to recustomize my. I paid somebody to do it because I didn't know what they meant. They're looking for certain words on your resume that was in the job description and things like that. So guess what? I had to pony up and I had to learn. I had somebody to do the initial resume for me, but guess what? With every job that I applied for, I was sending the same resume out. That ain't how that works. I have pages of things I've already done and doing. I do flower arrangements. Oh, baskets, art, and oh my gosh. Let me ask, do you deal with real flowers and artificial, Miss Brenda? Miss Brenda, oh my gosh, Miss Brenda, you would get a huge following. Do you know that? Hold on. Just give me a minute. Oh, Miss Brenda, you would get. I'm gonna got my phone, Miss Brenda. Oh, I'm for real. Um, okay, Miss Brenda. Oh, okay. Let me change that to all because I didn't click all on your channel. So you do both. Miss Brenda. Oh my gosh, Miss Brenda, so you only have one video and 88 subscribers. Miss Brenda, you can go live from your channel. It only takes 50 subscribers. So you can go live. You can go live from your phone. Oh my gosh, Miss Brenda, you with this right here, like me. Oh my gosh, Miss Brenda, I would love my stepmother. She used to do she passed a few years ago before I had my knees replaced. 2 years ago to be exact. She used to do flower arrangements. Oh my gosh, Miss Brenda, don't you know people love to watch and learn things like that. Oh, Miss Brenda, you can get your 1,000. You can get everything quickly. Come on. Um, go into my. Hold on. Let me see. So I'm gonna watch. Okay, so you only have one video. I'm going to watch this one video. Do you have an Instagram account? Because okay, in hold on, Facebook or Instagram account. Because what I'm learning is the more platforms you're on, you said yes. Um, so reach out to me. Let me see how let me go back to your page. Let me see. More. Miss Brenda. Oh, you have you okay. I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay, so what you're gonna do is of course you're gonna go to YouTube Studio. This little, let me see, can you see it? The hexagon shaped YouTube app, that is YouTube Studio. You click on it, okay? And then what you're gonna do is, let me see, not YouTube Studio. Hold on. Come on. I didn't mean did I mean Studio? Okay, no, I didn't mean Studio. Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. So at the bottom of your screen, on your page, you're gonna from left to right. You should have home, shorts, a plus sign. You're gonna click on that plus sign. So, and it's gonna say Brenda Huckabee is live. So it's gonna have that. So you're gonna have video, short, live, and post. You're gonna hit live, and Miss Brenda, make it you go make sure you answer all the questions. No, it is not made for kids. That way people can comment just like this. Now, like yesterday when I went live, I must have made a mistake and said this is made for kids, because when I went live, I'm like, I don't see nobody. I mean, I didn't see any comments. It wasn't until last night I was in someone's live, and I actually had two people who told me that they couldn't comment, and I'm like, what's wrong? So one was like, go back into your settings, and I did that, and I'm like, okay, comments are on, and so when you're going live, you want to make sure. Hold on. You want to make sure that you say no, this is not made for kids. That way your subscribers and other people can come in, say hi, and start communicating with you. Hold on. I clicked all because at first I didn't have all. Let me see. how I get out of this. Hold on. Here. Hold on, Miss Brundle. Yeah, that's and that's it. And you just start talking. Have everything set up. Your lighting, like I said, natural lighting is the best light. This is my husband's man cave. So you have one video, and so you said, good afternoon. I just want to give a shout out to Wendy for all my products. Thank you. Let me see. Okay, hold on. It won't let me read. Hold on. It keeps going up. Hold on. Let me take that off. View channel. Okay. So I take it you're going to. You made. Hold on. Okay. So you're finna make some baskets. Hold on. So, like, and like I said, make sure that when you do go live, not go live, that when you are out in public, that there's no music playing in the background. Especially if you go live, please make sure there's no music, because you trust me, YouTube would notify you just like that you got a strike, or I think that's what it said. It said something else, but yeah. So are you in Wild World in this video? Or either Save a Lot? Hold on. It is busy in the store. Okay, hold on. Give you home. Let me see. You got. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. It won't let me. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to give you. Okay, so you. I can't see where to give you. I'm have to get. I can't see the thumbs up. Hold on. I can't. View channel. Why I don't see where I can give you a thumbs up for the video. Man, I don't. Okay, for the post, there we go. I see for the post, and then let's see. So at first I was subscribed to your channel, and I didn't click all. So I did click all. Got you on. I got you on that one. Thank you for. I knew. Oh. Okay, Brenda. Okay, let's see. But no, you're not old school, and I'm gonna tell you this: you're never too old to learn. Okay, you're never too old to learn, because I'm gonna tell you something. When I started college, yes, it was back in the 90s. My mom, while we were little, she was going to a junior college, because she was majoring in, I think, computer information systems, because I remember seeing these tan cards where she took coding and all like that. Well, not knowing, my freshman year, I went into my algebra class. Lo and behold, let me see, I think my freshman year I stayed on campus. Me and my cousin, we were roommates. When I took my algebra class, I came in, I sat down, and I looked. I'm like, what you doing in here? My mom had started school. My mom went back to school. Um, she was Mama was probably in her 40s. She was in her 40s. She was in her 40s when she went back to school. She'd always I knew she said she used to help out in Head Start. I think when I was in Head Start, I don't remember her being there. Maybe she was in another class. But she went back to school in education. She did them for she sacrificed. I'm not gonna she sacrificed. Um and I helped out. I was working at Popeyes part-time, that back then minimum wage. We thought that was some money, but no, it wasn't. But she went back to school. I don't know, but I already have. Yeah, you got. Hold on. I just. You said I didn't know. I already have. Yeah, yeah. Yes, you got 1.1 views on this, Miss Brenda. See that? People want to see stuff like that. Come on with it. Come on with it. Um, I want you to reach out to me. Go to my page. My email is in there. My email is in there. And leave me your email address. And I will tell you what. You're on Instagram, right? You said you're on Instagram, right? Yes, and see, and I'm gonna be honest. We shouldn't, as new content creators, we shouldn't even be focused on. Yes, the algorithm does help. We shouldn't be focused on the numbers and everything, because sometimes when we post a video, man, we constantly looking at it throughout the day, and the next day, and the next day, and we get so deep down about it that I don't have any likes, or ain't nobody watch my video, nothing like that. But it's coming. It's coming. And you just post, I think just 19 hours ago, it'll come. We all just have to give it time. We all just have to give it time. But reach out, go into my page and reach out to me. My email is in there. Reach out to me, and like I said, we can work on this together. I don't mind helping. I don't mind helping. Mm-mm. I don't mind helping at all. But I'm going. Let me see. Let me go into the. Let me go. Let me Yes, Miss Brenda, you got 1.1. That should make you happy just to know that. I'm serious, just to know that you have that many views on that short. Yes, ma'am. That is amazing. And look, look, I don't know everything. I'm new to this game, but I would not mind. I want to be a source of inspiration for anybody who comes in contact with me. I love customer service. That is really my background. That is really my employment background, customer service. I love helping people. I love sharing with people what I know, what I find out. But let me see. Can I look? Can I go into my own? Yeah, I can go to my own page. Go into in my bio. No, Facebook. Hold on. Okay, so um, okay. That's my name on Facebook. And of course, yeah, that's my name on Facebook. So reach out to me. And like I said, I don't mind helping. Yes, I don't mind helping. I don't do I can also go ahead and put I mean, if you yes, ma'am, I do. I do. People want to see people want to see people definitely want to see this, okay? They do. Because I'm gonna tell you this. So since you deal with real and artificial flowers, there is a young lady that I watch. I hadn't seen a video from her in a while. She does an amazing job. You hear me? She does an amazing job with real and artificial flowers. So I'm going to be honest, and it's amazing. People want to watch it. People want to watch it. We'll just have to make sure that your title, like they say, title and thumbnail. Look, when I started out, I did subscribe to Canva. I did thumbnails and things like that, and I'm not great at it, but I played around with it, and it makes it clickable. And our titles. When you're doing the video, like some people go ahead and think of the title for the video, then they create the content. Whereas me, I create my content. Ain't nobody the same. I create my content first, and then, as you see on my videos, I don't have a thumbnail. I do have a title. Sometimes I come up with the title at the last minute because I want to make my title clickable, not clickbait, but clickable, because I want to share with people what I know, what I'm learning, and things like that. Like the video today that's actually going to get ready and drop in a few minutes. Thank you. And hearts back out to you. But that's my name, my Facebook name. Reach out to me, and like I said, I don't mind helping. Man, people want to see you. People, yes, you will get, man, you just don't know. You will get this quickly. You hear me? You will get that quickly. That you will. I promise you will. Your channel will grow up, and man, you wouldn't know what to do. That's why I'm being honest. I don't mind mine coming slow, because it's allowing me the chance to grow, to gain the knowledge that I am gonna need. That's how I see this journey. Like I said, I've been with my job for 17 years. I work for Walmart. I'm not learning anything there. So I'm reaching out for different avenues, trying to find a job where I can gain knowledge. This mind of mine is one. It wants to. It's like a child. It wants to grow. It wants to learn new things. So having this channel is forcing me to learn new technology, new software, different platforms, getting on here, learning different things. Like you say, you didn't know how to go live. Guess what? I had to learn. I had to Google it. So, and I had to practice it a couple of times to get it right. Okay. Turn the camera this way. Okay, this is how I go live. And sometimes I'm thinking I'm talking and it ain't catching, but I had to learn. I had to do it many times. And I'm dead serious. So, but look, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. It's 7:49. I'm going to eat breakfast in on the way to work and take my medicine. But look, Miss Brenda, please reach out to me. People want to see your people want to see. I promise you. I'm for real. Look, can I give a heart to you? Can I? Let's see. Can I give a heart to you? But put like this. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. And I'm glad you came into my life. People want to see. I promise you. You will get it so quickly you wouldn't know what to do. I promise you. It is already prophesied for you. It is so. I promise you it is so for you. You just don't know. Lord, I'm getting happy for you. Let me get on up off this live and so I can get ready to go. Look, I've been on here an hour. That wasn't my intention, but let me go and get up off here. And Miss Brenda, reach out to me, okay? I'm gonna come in on your comments. All right. Look, love you, and remember to smile. And I'll be back with you, okay? All righty. Have a blessed day, okay? All right.